As a seller, the biggest question y'all have for me is how much money do I walk away with? And us at Oak Realty goes through a whole entire net sheet with you to walk you through step by step what exactly you're paying out and what exactly you'll walk away with. I would love to say it's exact, but of course it's a rough estimate until we get that closing disclosure, which is where all the payments are. But let's go through the things that you as a seller are gonna have to pay as you go through the process. So of course at the beginning, you're gonna put a little bit of money into your house to fix it up. Painting, sprucing it up, doing some floors, maybe fixing those last minute things that you and I as homeowners have dealt with for years, like a drippy faucet that drips once every month or something. We get all of those fixed up. And that's normally 1 to 10% of what your house is worth is what you're spending to fix your home up to get it on the market. Now these are costs that are going to occur and need to be paid up front. They're not deferred costs like a lot of the other costs that we're going to talk about. Then of course, there's the cost, and it's not money, but the time that it takes to continue to keep your house pretty and to keep your house perfect as people come through. So if you want to, incur a cost there, that's going to be time spent on your part. Now the real pieces of the puzzle is when you go to close on your house. You do have some closing costs as a seller. It's not nearly what you had as a buyer because there's no loan involved. You're paying one off, you're not bringing one on. So here in Richmond, Virginia, it's about $2,500 for an attorney and all the taxes and fees and everything that you're gonna pay to get your house sold. And now, again, that's a rough estimate. I usually see it lower than that, but I'm one that would rather make you happy and tell you high numbers and come in even better than tell you low numbers and they go up. So figure $2,500 for your attorney and all the fees that go into that. Then you're gonna have to get a termite inspection. Again, here in Richmond with the people that we use at Oak Realty, that's gonna cost you about $39. I've seen it run anywhere from $39 to $100 for that termite inspection. If termites are found, then that could cost you another couple hundred. If they're not found, great, you pay your termite inspection and you call it a day. If you have an HOA packet, then that has to be ordered. I've seen those range anywhere from $200 all the way up to $600. And that's a cost that a lot of times you have to pay right when we order that packet. You can't pay it down the road anymore. Don't know what happened, but that just fixed or just switched in the last year. And then if you have a well and septic, for a well and septic test, I have seen that run from $200 to $400 depending on what combination, if you just have a septic, if you just have a well, or if you have both. So know that that is also a cost. That one can also be paid just like the termite at closing with your title and everything. And then of course you've got your realtor that you've got to pay. That runs however much that y'all decide. It is totally negotiable and up to you and your realtor how much you pay the realtor and how much you pay the buyer's side. So once you sit down with us, that's a discussion we can have as your agent and figure out exactly what you're looking at there, but it is a percentage of your sales. You're going to get back some of your taxes and you're going to get back some of your insurance because you've paid taxes for 6 months or a year and you've paid your insurance for a year. That some of that's coming back to you because you're ending your policy early or you are, getting out of the house before the taxes are due again. And usually when you sit down and talk to me, I'm putting about $300 there that comes back to you in your pocket. Depending on what county you're in, depends on how accurate that is. So, and then the last thing that you could pay is you could pay buyer's closing costs. If the buyer asks for some closing costs, or if they ask for closing costs instead of repairs, those are some costs that you could also incur. But those are totally in negotiations and up to you and the buyer of whether that actually happens. So those are the cost breakdown of what you would pay as a seller as you move out of your house. If you want to get more into the nitty gritty and the exact amounts, that's something that you can call us at Oak Realty to come over, let you know what your home is worth, and we can actually go through our net sheet with you and let you know how much you'd walk away with to be able to put down on your next house, pay off bills, pay off whatever, or be able to save or invest. So give us a call and let me know what you think of those below, and don't forget to like and subscribe.